Well, this is what we got so far. I got all my sheeting done on the lower part of the garage. I might need some help getting some sheeting on the upper part. But in the meantime, I've got to repair an electrical issue that I have. Well, not really repair it, but redo it. I'm getting rid of this pedestal. This is a pedestal for the mobile home that's up there, and now that this is no longer a movable mobile home, there's no reason to have this pedestal here. Plus, I'm pulling a driveway right through here, so it's kind of in the way. So I called 811 like you're supposed to, and got an approval from APS to do all this, and they came out and did some marking. Well, I wanted them to mark exactly where the underground conduiting is from this pedestal up to my mobile. Now, I know where it is at the mobile because it's at the midway point between the two halves, and it probably goes right underneath the corner of this building. However, I want to know exactly where it is and how deep it is. Well, they don't do that. They only go from the pedestal to the transformer, which is, what, 15 feet? Well, I could have told them where the line was because it's in a straight line between the pedestal and the transformer. So they put their little red mark on the ground. Well, golly gee, I know where that is, okay? Doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out that the electricity goes from the transformer in a straight line to the pedestal. Duh. So, I could have figured that out myself pretty quick. So now I have to figure out myself where this line goes to my house. So I stand here at the pedestal and I look straight up to where the two halves of my mobile are, and it's right about there. It goes right underneath my propane tank, and between the propane tank and the new RV garage over here, there's got to be a place where this conduiting goes. Usually it's straight. They never go in an arc unless there's something big in the way. Now, this propane tank originally was somewhere else, so I moved it so I know where the line is. But in order to get rid of this pedestal, APS wants me to trench up here to where my electrical box is, and I got what they call a farm panel, which is a box with a meter that's going to go on the wall over here. So I got all the paperwork, and they told me exactly where it goes, how tall it is from the finished grade, and so that's where the whole 200 amp panel is going to be. But I've got to get electricity into my house from that panel. But first, APS is going to run, once I get this excavated, I have to run a conduit, 3-inch conduit, past this pedestal, up through this trench that I'm going to dig, up into my panel. Then I have a 2-inch conduit that comes down and curves around, and it's going to tie in to my original line, that's their existing line that's there now. So I got my trusty little green machine over here, and I've got somewhere down here near this hole, which I'm assuming it's kind of running this way because my propane is right here and my electrical is somewhere right over here, right at the corner of this footing here. It goes underneath, about 4 feet down, and I know it comes out in pretty much a straight line to my pedestal, which is right behind my propane tank. So somewhere down here I've got my main line coming into the house. So I got to expose that. Can't hit it, can't dig it up, can't disconnect it, because then I don't have electricity. I have to expose this whole area here and then trench down here to where my panel is going to be, and I've got a trench right to here. So once APS approves my trench and my conduiting from the transformer up to my panel, and I have my conduiting all in the ground here ready to go, they will come and they will disconnect from that transformer right there, cut all the power. Then I gotta hurry up because I only got an hour or so, and I gotta connect right here, pull the wire from the pedestal down here. I gotta disconnect it here, pull that wire all the way out through this hole, and then connect my old 2-inch conduiting to the new 2-inch conduiting, and once that's ready to go, we'll pull the wire and then push the wire through the new conduiting, through the new connection, and then once the wire is through, then I can glue that connection there. It's going to be kind of tricky, so I got to dig a huge hole here because I got to do a lot of work right in here. And then you're going to use that same wire that goes to my pedestal to go down here up into my panel, because that's going to be just long enough to go into the panel so that we don't have to replace this wire going into my original panel of the house. So that's the plan. So I'm going to do a little playing in the dirt, and I'll let you know how it goes.